Welcome to the class, my dear students. Today we will be going to start with the topic electrolytic cell. So what is an electrolytic cell? Electrolytic cell is that cell in which electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. We have discussed electrochemical cell. In that, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy, and for electrochemical cell, delta G should be negative because that is occurring for spontaneous reactions. But electrolytic cell, it is carried out for non-spontaneous reaction. For that, Gibbs free energy change should be positive. Non-spontaneous reactions means which cannot occur by their own, which are not physical, which we have to put some energy to make them physical. Okay? So, first, in this we will be going to start with electrolysis. Electro means electricity and lysis means breakdown. So, electro is related to electricity and lysis means breakdown. So, which means the process in which the decomposition of an electrolyte takes place with the passage of electricity. Now you should know what is an electrolyte, in which electrolyte gets breakdown in the presence of electricity. So electrolysis is in the presence of electricity, we break down the electrolyte. Now what is an electrolyte? Electrolyte. Electrolyte is that substance which is having electrovalent bond in its atom, or which is composed of ionic bond. For example, I am taking NaCl, which is bonded together by electrovalent bond or ionic bond. Fine? Or I am representing it with Ca, which means cation anion. When we dip the electrolyte in aqueous solution, it decomposes to produce cation plus anion. So this is your electrolyte. Now in electrolytic cell, in electrolysis process, our main concern is the breakage of electrolyte in the presence of electricity. So first I will tell you the setup for electrolytic cell. In electrolytic cell, we take a glass vessel in which we put two electrodes. These electrodes can be of same material or can be different material. We put one electrolytic solution in it. I am representing this solution with Ca. Ca means any electrolytic solution. I hope electrolyte is clear to you, which means which contains cation and anion, and they are bonded together by electrovalent or ionic bond. Fine? So I have taken one glass vessel, put two electrodes in it. Now I have added one electrolytic solution. Nothing will happen because the circuit is not complete. So I am attaching this with that. Now one most important change in electrochemical and electrolytic cell is that here anode is connected to the positive terminal of the battery and cathode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. In electrochemical cell, it is reverse. Fine? You remember the formula law, left hand side oxidation anode, negative terminal in electrochemical cell. Here oxidation will occur at anode, true. It is taken in the left hand side, but here anode is positive terminal. Fine? In that electrochemical cell, anode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Here it is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Now when we will start applying the electricity in this, what will happen? Suppose this is your molten electrolyte. In electrolysis, either they can conduct electricity in two states, either in molten state or when it put in water solution, which means in aqueous state. So here I am taking the example of NaCl or any common electrolyte in molten state. For that, in molten state, I mean that much amount of water is not present. We are taken in solid state and we have to apply a lot of temperature so that this solid state will be converted into liquid state. Because with the increase of temperature, solids start converted into liquid state. Fine? And then liquid can conduct electricity. So when it breaks, it will produce what? Cation and anion. Now, here cathode is carrying negative charge. So in this, opposite charges attract each other. You know this principle. So where cation goes, either it will go to cathode or anode. Cathode. It will move to cathode. Because cathode is carrying negative charge. So here is an accumulation of positive charge, and at the side of anode, there is an accumulation of negative charge. Fine. This is your anode. This is your cathode. This is your electrolytic solution and it is connected to the battery. So in this cathode, what's going on? See, cathode. Here cation will move and cation carry positive charge. So on cation, reduction process going on, which means they gain the electrons. At anode, what's going on? At a anode, and here anion will move. See, C for cathode, C for cation. And anode, A anion, and here oxidation reactions takes place. And it is loss of electrons. Fine? So, this process is going on. At cathode, cation will move, reduction takes place, gain of electrons. When cation move to cathode, they take electron and convert it into neutral species. That change is your primary change. Cation will move towards cathode. Reduction process going on. They take the electrons and convert it into neutral species. Similarly, at anode, anion will give it electron and convert it into neutral species. And that change is your primary change. Now sometimes the final product is formed by changes in primary change. So primary change can be converted to give the final product. That product is your secondary change. I hope the process of mechanism is electrolytic cell mechanism is clear to you. What we did in that, we take glass vessel, 2 electrodes, we put 1 electrolytic solution. And here the difference from electrochemical cell is that here anode is connected to the positive terminal of the battery and cathode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. When the circuit is complete, electricity passed, then electrolyte solution dissociates into cation and anion. Fine. We separate these, electrolysis process going on, and cation moves to cathode. It gains the electron and converted into neutral species. That is your primary change. Similarly, at anode will lose its electrons to form neutral species, and here loss of electrons takes place. So this is the process of electrolysis. I hope it is clear to you all. Now, can you differentiate between electrolytic and electrochemical cell? So next is difference between electrolytic and electrochemical cell. This is your electrochemical cell. This is your electrolytic cell. So first common difference is what? In electrochemical cell, in electrolytic cell, electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. Here, electrical energy converted into chemical energy. I am representing chemical energy with Ce. Here, chemical energy of spontaneous reactions converted into electrical energy. First main difference. Second, in this we took two beakers, two half cells in different beakers. Here reaction is going on in one beaker. This is carried out for spontaneous reactions, and it can be carried out for non-spontaneous reactions. In this, delta G gives free energy should be negative. Here, delta G should be positive. Here, in two half cells, the electrolytic solution should be same as that of electrode, but here it can be same or different. Fine. So in this, one more difference: anode is connected to the negative terminal, and cathode is connected to the positive terminal. Here reverse case: anode is positive and cathode is negative. Just see it here. Difference between electrolytic and electrochemical cell. See it, friends? Okay, I hope is it clear to you? Telling you the representation of electrolytic cell. Because in exams, examiner will not make that beaker and all. We can give the question in this form also. So representation of electrolytic cell. Suppose this is a glass vessel and I am taking platinum electrodes. Platinum electrodes are inert. Fine. And I am taking electrolyte in molten state. This is your electrolyte. Suppose it is NaCl in molten state. Fine. So anode is connected to the which terminal? Positive. And cathode is connected to the negative. So here Cl negative, Cl negative, Cl negative, Cl negative, and here Na positive, Na positive, Na positive. Fine. Suppose this is the general cell and I will ask represent this cell. So how you will represent? Always put two lines in middle. Fine. In that you have to write what is the state. Either it is molten state or aqueous state. Suppose in this particular case it is molten state. So I have written molten. Fine. After that, if it is aqueous, then you have to add aqueous here. Or if it is molten, then you have to write molten here. Then you have to write what is the concentration of electrolyte. Concentration, then temperature. At what temperature this reaction is going on. If electrolyte is in molten state, then temperature should be high so that it will be converted into liquid. After that, we have to write on left hand side is always for anode. Likewise in electrochemical cell. And right hand side is always for cathode. So it is anode. Anode is made up of which material? Like in this case, I have taken what? Platinum. Comma. Anode product. What is the product at anode? Or it will be converted into Cl2. Because secondary change will take the Cl negative combines to form Cl2. After that, write cathode product. Cathode product is what? Na. And again the electrode is, sometimes here negative sign is also representing, which means this is the negative side of the cell and this is the positive. So remember, in between, by putting two single lines, write the state, either aqueous or molten, concentration, write the temperature condition, here anode, after its anode product with comma, cathode, comma with cathode product. This is the cell representation. Okay. Now, so my dear students, in today's lecture we have started with electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell is that cell which is used to convert electrical energy into chemical energy, and that is always carried out for non-spontaneous reaction. Here delta G should be, gives free energy should be positive. Fine. So in electrolytic cell we have discussed the cell representation and also the setup for that and mechanism of electrolysis. I hope everything is clear to you. That's all about today's lecture.